What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Surviving in Alabama. Today, these little piggies are about to go to the market. So I do not have a pig trailer or a horse trailer. Horse trailer been great, but I have to transport these pigs from my house alive to the butcher. So that being said, I have a, let's see this right here? I have a 7x14 trailer. It's a single axle trailer, and that's my utility trailer. I use it for all kinds of stuff. I even haul my little tractor on it, which it's right at probably the limit of what it'll hold, maybe a little less. The tractor weighs 2,200 pounds, and this is 3,500 pound axle on this trailer. And then you factor in the weight of the trailer out, 2,700 pounds, about all it can hold. So anyway, all that being said, so I have to fabricate something to slide in the back of this trailer to be a sort of animal cage or animal trailer so I can carry these pigs. So I don't want to give up my trailer. So what I'm going to do is I'm manufacturing something that is going to be temporary that I can use again over and over and over. I do not want to build this again if I can help it. And so I went on and went with premium materials. I've got real hog panels right here. And let me tell you, these panels are $53, I think. $55 a piece. $55 a piece for these panels. That's really high. Before the Biden-Harris administration, hey, you can get these panels for 20, 25 bucks all day long. Not anymore. They're double the price. So anyway, all that being said, oh, by the way, to go vote, don't forget. Okay, vote early and vote often. Just saying. All right. So back to it. I already started, and I'll show you what I did. So I just went on, and just for lumber's sake, and it doesn't have to be that giant. I just want to be able to slide it up in here, right? So I'm just going with regular 8-foot 2x4s. It's gonna be 4 foot tall. So this board in the middle right here is actually 46 inches. That gives me a little bit of room on the other end so I can tack these panels up on here. So this is what one side panel is going to look like. It's going to be 6x8. I only have to carry 2 pigs. And in the spring, I'm going to go get some more pigs, and I'm going to use it to carry them home. And I'll just keep doing it over and over. So I cut, these panels are 16 feet long. And I went on and I cut them in half right here, cut one of them in half, which gives me 2 8-foot panels. And so I've got it sitting on this 4x8 frame that I made. And I'm gonna take some staples and I'm gonna staple this down. So I need to probably slide it this way a hair, something like that. And I kind of need to square them up the best I can. Like I said, this is not, I'm not building some kind of real extravagant architectural building, but I want it to be square, I want it to be straight, and I want it to be the best that it can be for what I have. So what I have to do is go around with these fence staples, and these are the fence staples right here. Show you. So I've got these fence staples that I have to hammer in right here. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to drive them into here all the way around, and that's going to give it some strength, because this is real hog wire. These are 4x4 squares, and it is pretty stout. So if you've used hog panels or cattle panels or anything like that in the past, they're pretty strong. So that's why I went on and did. If I would have used fence, it would have been flimsy, and it's just not would have been good. This is going to be strong. If I can keep it off the ground, it will last a long, long time. So that is the plan. See that's in there. And so when I get this hog panel attached to this frame right here, and it's tied down in the corner, it's going to be super strong. It's going to actually reinforce itself that way. So I'm going to go around and I'm going to put all these staples in there, and then I'll come back to you. So this is where I am. I did a whole bunch of work without filming. I'll try to briefly sum this up so you can see what I actually got this idea. I mean, not the whole idea because I've actually done this very thing before, but I've just built it a little different this time. And I learned, watched Jason over at Sow the Land, and this is what he did. Of course, I don't think I'm gonna make my door like him, but the general concept kind of came from him because of the way he did his frame, and he didn't put braces in it or anything like that because he wanted it portable. So let me just show you. So it is, see, it's 8 foot long, 6 foot wide. This is a 6.5 by 14 trailer, and I just got it sitting up there like this, and I'm not sure if it's gonna work with those, you know, 600 pounds of hogs sitting up in there. I don't know, it might make the trailer ride wrong. We'll see. But so what I did was, so it's just, I just made a 2x4 frame. So I got the 2x4 frame here. I didn't do any, he actually did his turned up like this. I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to notch it out. So I got this 2x4 frame right here, 6x8 and cattle and 4x4 cattle pound, and it is stout. It is really strong. This is gonna absolutely hold them. They're not, even if they climb on it, it's still gonna be okay. You know, one of them likes to climb a little bit, not climb up and over, but climb and step up on stuff. But this will totally hold them because this hog wire, this hog panel, it's very strong. So, all right, so what I've got to do now is I've got to, which I'm gonna do this tomorrow, it's trying to get dark on me. I'm gonna cut a doorway right here and probably frame that in wood and then have a hinge of some sort. I'm not sure exactly what that's gonna look like, but it's gonna have a hinge. It's either gonna come down or to the side. I'm leaning towards it's gonna lift up, maybe. But if it comes out, that's still okay. So we'll see. And I may actually put it on one side. So like have this the doorway and that this is still just wire. So I'm gonna come back to you tomorrow. And once I exactly figure out how I'm gonna cut this door, because it's, like I said, it's getting dark and I'm kind of spent for the day. I'm tired. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna come out here early in the morning, and when I figure out exactly what I'll do, then I'll show y'all. Well, it's the next morning, and I'm out here with my coffee. It's pretty early. I'll spin you around, and so we can get a better daylight picture of what I already built. And because if you need to build an animal pen yourself, especially not really for cows, although I think you could do this for a cow if they were like not a full grown, like a bull or something, maybe some steers, I think that would work. But let me just spin you around. Okay. All right, so like I said before, it's 6 foot wide, 8 foot long, and I'm debating on whether or not to push it up on the trailer more so it'll ride better. But my dilemma is when I back up to the chute where I'm gonna unload them, I need this to be at the end. So I kind of think what I'm gonna do is when it's all said and done, this gate right here is real heavy and I can take it off, and that might actually counterbalance it. Probably, it might be just enough that I can ride like it is. I don't know. I'm gonna play around with it. I may actually end up pushing it to the front, but either way, it's okay. So now, really the last thing I have to do is I have to make some kind of door for it. I'm not sure exactly what kind of door. I'm kicking around some ideas. Should I make it out of wire or should I make it out of wood? I do have a couple of scrap sheets of plywood around here. I'm not sure yet. And I said last night that I was gonna mull it over, and I'm leaning towards wood. So I'm gonna play around with this for a minute. I'm going to cut the hole and kind of take some measurements and figure out exactly how large the hole's gonna be, because these are big pigs. So they have to be able to fit through there. And I don't want the wire scratching them and scratching their skin. I don't want to do that. So I want it to be smooth all the way around. So I'll come back to you in a few minutes. So this is what I cut. I cut a 3 foot by 3 foot hole, which is plenty big enough for those hogs to go in and out of. So the holes cut, I actually took the grinder and I smoothed down these edges because I don't want them getting hung on anything. So what do I do for a door? That is the question. I'll be back. I cut all except the very bottom, which is okay. But I cut down the sides here, cut all that off, cut it off all up top. So I'm gonna zip tie it up, put the board on there, and I'll come back to you so you can see how it's gonna work. Okay, this is what I came up with. Is it perfect? No. Will it work? I think it will. So, see these metal zip ties? These metal zip ties are really strong, and I got one on every hole. So basically what it's gonna do is, it's gonna, see how it flops back and forth like this? I'm gonna put a board down there on the bottom so it will not come in like this. So I'm gonna raise it like this, so when I get ready to shut the door on them, it's gonna shut up against them boards, and that should lock them in. I may have to put a lock in it so they can't pull it back, but if they push on it, they're gonna push against that board, and I don't believe they can break these zip ties. I mean, they might be able to, they're really strong, but I don't think they're gonna be pushing on this one spot to do it. So now I gotta get that board right there to stop it, and I think we're gonna be ready to rock and roll here real soon. Okay, I got the boards down on the bottom end, and I've got some pallets going up the ramp. Let me just show you what I did. Okay, see the boards right there? All right, so that board, I've got this with just a zip tie holding it up. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut that zip tie, and that door is gonna fall shut, and then they're gonna be trapped. So how I've got, see the ramp right there? I've got it backed up to the door. This is their door, and they're gonna go, these are my pigs. I'm gonna open this door. They're gonna walk, see I got these pallets blocking the sides right here. They're gonna walk up the ramp, into the trailer. I'm gonna shut the door on them. So now the trick is gonna be, I'm gonna put some, I did not feed them very much yesterday. I wanted them to be real hungry. So I'm gonna pour some feed up in this trailer, and that should, because they're hungry, and you can tell they're irritated hungry right now. So that should motivate them enough to go up in there to get it. That's the plan. Okay, so I got them just one scoop of corn. I just wanted to get a little bit. I really don't want them to eat too much. I want them to eat just a little bit because I don't want their guts to be full when the processor starts to do his thing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour this corn just over the bucket like this. So now they should be able to smell that, and they like corn. So now let's open the gate and see what happens. All right, so I guess I'm gonna have to go over and hold it. So I'm just gonna hold it like this. I might even put a zip tie on it. Let's just see if they walk up there. They might. The purpose of them I didn't feed them much yesterday is this right here. because I want them to be hungry. That'll motivate them. Because I don't know about y'all, if y'all ever mess with pigs or not, but I'm here to tell you, pigs, you can't hurt them hardly. But you can coax them to do something, but it's very hard to get them to like hurt them and push them. Much easier to get them to follow you. Look at that. They're going right up in there. See, she just went up in there easy breezy. I think I need to go get another scoop of corn and let her watch me put it there and see if that won't go on and help her along. So I got a little bit of feed here. See, that's some feed that I normally feed them. I don't normally feed them just straight corn. That's just, I don't normally do that. But this feed right here, that's what they normally eat. That and some dog food. So she'll be able to smell that and know that that's probably normal. So even though the one went straight to the corn, I just put a little bit in there so for smell. Let me see if I can get her to smell it. See, look, she's smelling it right there. So let's see if we can get that. You know, they start foaming up and they start wanting it. They start wanting that feed. Look at that. All right, so get her to smell on it. And let's pour it out up here and see. Look, she is foaming a little bit. Let's pour it out up here and see if we can get her to come on. She's thinking about it. Okay, here's where I am. This is the beginning of freezer camp. I could not get the one to load, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to go back and get her some kind of how, and I'm not sure what that looks like. But I'm gonna ask them if I can go on dispatcher and load her up with a tractor. I don't know. But the old pen worked pretty good. I hadn't had any trouble with it. Thanks to Jason from Sow the Land for a good design that he came up with, and I kind of modified it from what he did. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. God bless.